Welcome to Open Day Online, a first for all of us here at Nudgee College. Today's launch is another example of just how we are responding to the challenge of COVID-19. What a remarkable time in history we are all living through at present. Like you, I am proud of the manner in which all Australians have responded and how by working together we have brought this threat under control. I'm also concerned for many fellow Australians and Queenslanders who are suffering through its economic impact. I expect that all of you are living through the educational impact of COVID-19 in one way or another. Each of you would have a story to tell about learning at home in your family. Our learning at home story at Nudgee College is one that I am immensely proud of. I share some of this with you today, not because we want our boys at home any longer than is necessary, but because it exemplifies just why you would send your son to Nudgee College. NC at Home, the name we have given to our program, has been comprehensive. Our teachers have prepared programs that have enabled our students to be taught every period of every day. Teachers have been creative in their preparation and committed in their care. We have successfully used our Google platform and IT capacity to facilitate our classes. Good learning and teaching is at the centre of what we do here at Nudgee College. NC at Home has been holistic and has reached beyond the classroom. At Nudgee, we are focused on the all-round development of our young men. A Nudgee education is a holistic education, academically, socially, emotionally, spiritually and physically. NC at Home has been inclusive. At Nudgee, there's no one pathway to success. We offer a range of subjects and cater for boys whatever their gifts and talents and whatever their limitations might be. In senior school, there are multiple pathways to achieving a QCE. As an inclusive school, we provide a wide range of opportunities in and outside the classroom to a diverse range of boys. NC at Home has been supportive. At Nudgee, we have an expertise in teaching and caring for boys. The issue of well-being is of primary concern, and we have a team of professionals who support boys and their families to navigate adolescence. I also wish to share with you some defining qualities of Nudgee College as you consider whether we are the school for your son. We are proudly a Catholic school in the Edmund Rice tradition, which is open to all people of all faiths and to those who have none. We are committed to the development of values in our boys: social justice, compassion, humility, respect, service of others. We challenge our boys to live our school motto, Signum Fidei, to truly be a sign of faith. We are a boarding school, not a school that has borders. At present, we have 300 boys who call Nudgee their home. Our very origins are grounded in boarding, and for 129 years, we have been serving the needs of families in rural and remote communities across Queensland and throughout Australia, as well as for those from overseas. We are specialists in boys' education. Our pastoral care systems and student formation programs focus on social and emotional well-being through the strong relationships developed between teachers and students and between the boys themselves. These relationships are the foundation for learning and for developing a sense of well-being. We have a highly developed co-curricular program, in fact a mass participation program that caters for a wide range of interests and abilities. We have a magnificent campus and facilities. Currently, we also have 3 major building projects underway: the redevelopment of the Tracy Heritage Precinct, the construction of an early learning centre, and the redevelopment of our playing fields, the flats. We are continuing to transform the campus and to meet the evolving needs of boys and this community. We know that you as parents want your sons to be happy, to achieve and to fulfil their potential. I know that this happens here with our boys. It is very rewarding to work in education. In fact, it's a great privilege to work with boys and to walk their journey from the boys who arrive here in Year 5 or Year 7 through to the young men who proudly leave us as graduates in Year 12. We are indeed mindful of the trust that parents place in us when they bring their sons to this school. I'm delighted that a number of you have submitted questions, and we'll now answer those.
Kate from Gbung and Andrea from Nudgee have asked, What are the benefits of boys starting their education in grade 5 instead of grade 6 or 7 at Nudgee College?
Look, that's a terrific question, a really important one, and I would understand why our parents would ask that question with so many good choices for schools throughout Brisbane. Coming into year 5, I believe, is of advantage to the boys who enrol at that point in time in the school. The junior school is a terrific introduction to Nudgee. Part of the school enables boys to be part of the school and have access to the facilities and opportunities that we offer at Nudgee, but at the same time to being somewhat separate and looked after in that O'Neill building as part of the junior school. The boys will be engaged with teachers who are excellent with young boys and in helping them learn the expectations of the college, helping them to understand the rhythm and routine of the school. And what I do see over time is young boys really stepping up and loving being part of Nudgee.
Colleen from Clayfield has asked, with Year 3 being disrupted by COVID-19 and NAPLAN cancelled, how will you be looking at the children's academic results to determine selection for Year 5 in 2022?
Oh, look, as important as NAPLAN is in the overall educational landscape, in terms of our process, it's an indicator but not a discriminator in our decisions about enrolments for a boy to come into Nudgee College. Without the results for Year 3 this year, we will use the school reports, as we always do, the principal's reference, as we always do, and importantly, the interview itself. All of those things come together to enable us to make a decision about the enrolment of a young man to Nudgee College.
Helen from Scarborough and Michelle from North Lakes have asked, how do you support boys with additional needs?
Well, look, that's an important question also. As a school that claims our diversity and a school that claims to be inclusive, we work really hard to cater for a variety of needs across a range of boys who come into this school. That's through formal ways that we have through our advancement department, the specialised staff who are there who work with boys to provide them individualised support to assist them on their learning at whatever year level they may be. It's also completed by teachers in the classroom. Good teachers know how to differentiate for the boys who sit in the classrooms with them, wherever they are in terms of capacity, wherever they are in terms of an ability in a particular subject.
Helen from Scarborough has also asked, how do you ensure that students don't fly under the radar?
Well, Helen, it's a good question. In a big school, it's an obvious question. How do you make sure that boys aren't lost in a school of 1,600 boys? We work really hard at that in a number of ways. The structures in the school, in the junior school in Year 5, boys will be in a classroom with a maximum of 24 boys, around 140 boys in Year 5. In Year 7, we have 9 classes of around 25 boys in each class. So they'll get to know their teacher and the teacher will get to know them. In the secondary school and across the school, we have a pastoral care system, a house system of a maximum of around 180 boys. Again, that helps us build relationships. It helps us to make a big school feel like a small school.
Michelle from North Lakes has asked, how does Nudgee College address and stop toxic masculinity?
Well, that's a very topical question and a good question to ask in an all-boys context. That's something we are constantly working at in developing the culture of the school. What we accept and what we won't accept in terms of the behaviour and the expectations of our boys. It happens in informal ways around the school with the staff who we have here. Role models, good female teacher role models, good male teacher role models. Help provide a message to the boys that enables them to learn what it means to be a young man here in 2020. There are also formal programs such as our student formation program, a tailored program to the age-specific needs of boys from Year 5 to Year 12, a timetable program on a weekly basis where boys engage with areas which I think broadly speaking could be classed under personal development. They're complemented also by our retreat program which runs from Year 5 through to Year 12, complemented by our social justice programs which are available to all our boys. In doing all of that, I believe we are trying to educate the hearts of our boys as well as their minds. And in doing so, I think we're developing good young men who in society know how to act and behave in respect to women.
Kerry from Darwin has asked, does Nudgee College cater for children who are not interested in sport?
Well, absolutely, Kerry. We have a comprehensive sports program, and many people are aware of that, but we have a very, very extensive program across a range of activities. The performing arts program, programs in debating, in chess, the club programs such as the robotics, the AV crew, and of course the quintessential cattle club, which engages many, many boys. I'm really proud of the level of engagement of boys across the school. I'm really proud of the numbers of boys who find their place in this school, and that place doesn't always have to be in sport. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us today at Nudgee Online. I hope you found it a way of engaging with us, even if it is there from the comfort of your own lounge room or kitchen, wherever it may be. Please, I'd encourage you to check out our comprehensive information and video resources that are there to inform you in this online space. I'd encourage you likewise to perhaps visit here later in the year to develop your understanding further of who we are as a school. I would certainly suggest to you that you should complete an application form and register your interest in enrolling your sons early. Finally, I look forward to meeting you in person and your son, obviously, and hopefully welcoming him as part of the next generation of Nudgee men.